Welcome back in. The original broadcast didn't have her back now, though. And a timeout on the floor going to be called by, I believe, neither team. But a little recap of the game so far. It's been a very fast-paced game. The Warriors find themselves down 10 with 3:59 to go here in the first quarter. Again, the #1 team in the state playing on the road. So going to be a tough test for the Warriorettes. And the camera looks very different now than what we just had it at. There's an official timeout on the floor right now. We're going to try to fix this camera issue. I think that might still vary. I'm going to try the other end. This is in the corner for Norris now. Clark in the lane. Gets it out. Grasty. Pull-up jumper. Off the marks to the right. Clark with a rebound and a foul now on Gracie Clark. That's Clark's first foul of the night.
I just have no idea what happened to the camera.
Still a little bit of difficulties working through those. Thought it was smooth. Everything looked smooth up from the start and shouldn't go to the right spot. There's a drive in now. Norris with big defense denies the shot, but a rebound gets the Panthers the ball back. Wittenberg drives and kicks to Clark. Clark's three-pointer off the marks, and Winningham comes down with the rebound. Norris up the floor to Grasty. Grasty contested layup, gets it over Clark. Or rather, Clark contested layup, gets it over Lauren Clark. And the cameras.
Hold on, Andrew, run like a pure like radio commentary real fast while I try to fix this.
Okay. Grassy mid-floor. Kicks it over to Norris. Norris shoots a three-pointer, too short. Clark gets the rebound. Lauren Clark going the other way. Kicks it out for a corner three-pointer for the Panthers, and that one is good, and Dodgen will call a timeout. It's 10-23, the score now. And during this timeout, while Dagan tries to work through a little bit of these camera angle issues that were not happening the first time we were live, by the way. I think some of our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Yurt Nutrition. Check them out at 1011 Smithville Highway in Sparta. Give them a call at 931-510-5888. Again, Yurt Nutrition, they sell delicious nutritional drinks, and make sure to check them out or give them a call. The Warriorettes find themselves down early on the road. And what is going to be, or every game really going to be a test from here on out, especially being the #1 ranked team in the state. They're always on upset alert, night in and night out. Clark trying to inbound it, gets it to Fox. Wolf chasing her down, and she's fouled now by Lane. So early, the Warriorettes having to play from behind, 2:13 to go here in this first quarter. Trying to pull away in the district to win tonight. Give them a comfortable lead over the entire district. Wittenberg brings it up the floor. Now hands off to Clark. Clark dribbling in on Fox, puts it up and under, and a foul on Fox. And that'll be her second foul. Again, still in the first quarter, 1:54 to go, so that is big for Fox, as she's going to have to go to the bench now. And Clark is at the line. She cashes in both on her trip to the line. Norris kicks out to Winningham. Winningham gives to Clark in the lane. Clark kicks it out to Selby. Selby's three-pointer off the front of the rim. Good rebound by Clark. She puts it back up and blocked. Ella May with a block for the Panthers. Inbound to Winningham. Now Clark Norris. One more pass to Grasty for the three-pointer off to the right. Looked like Grasty's hand got hit on the release, and now another block. Clark gets the block on Winningham. And the Panthers the other way. Grasty tips the pass away, though. A steal for the Warriorettes. Grasty going straight to the basket. And a foul on the rebound. Selby went for the rebound and got fouled.
This side of the gym was looking for a foul call before that on the shot.
It's been a very fast-paced game. And the Warriorettes trying to trap the ball. They do. Selby steals it away. Grasty. We're back now. Made a switch.
Hopefully that is much better, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that will do it. An official timeout now. They're having problems with the stats.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me display the scoreboard and catch up on the...
Yeah, and then some of these, the score and the ads. Oh. Missing one. But an official timeout right now, as hopefully that switch made it better. It's always a toss-up as to what's going to work, the school's Wi-Fi or the Verizon hotspot. Some of these gyms, you just do not get connection with the Verizon hotspot, and it's also been having some problems overheating, and when it gets hot, the connection is very poor.
It also takes ages to charge.
Yeah, that might be getting a little old. Been donated to us to use. Last year, I believe Sam and Sam had to just use school Wi-Fi or nothing.
Yeah.
That would have been especially rough. And the officials finally sort out the problem they were having on the court. So Winningham will go to the line, shoot to the Warriorettes. Again, if you're just joining or just getting good connection, 7:31 to go in the second. The Warriorettes down 13 right now. It's been a fast-paced game, and the Panthers are shooting lights out from the three-point line. But the Warriorettes have settled in. They've trailed by as much as 16, and now starting to spark, hopefully, a little bit of a comeback with some momentum. Still early in the second, though. Plenty of time. It's Clark dribbling it around for the Panthers. Fakes the spin move and took one too many steps. It'll be a walk, and Selby causes the walk. Grasty to inbound for the Warriorettes. Clark swings it over to Selby. The press for the Panthers has been good all night. The Warriorettes going to have to get it across the line. They do. And now skip pass to the corner. They get it back out. Grasty going to drive the lane, though. Pull up Jay off the back of the rim, and Clark comes down with a big rebound. And the turnaround is no good, so the shot's just not been falling for the Warriorettes tonight. But Selby gets the tie up. And it'll be Lady Panthers ball. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Grasty, or rather Clark, pokes it away and can't chase it down out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds on the Warriorettes Lady Panthers ball. And the Warriorettes certainly settling into this game as there's a deep three-pointer off the marks and on the top of the backboard. It'll go out of bounds. The Warriorettes doing a good job of settling in now. They found themselves down early. They've settled in and just got to start knocking down some of these shots. Norris fouled on the drive. She'll go to the line, and May will pick up another foul. It's her first foul, the team's third. The Warriorettes still 2 fouls out of the bonus, but 6:35 to go. They'll probably be in that very soon. Norris cashes in her first one at the line, 2 for 2 for her. And the Warriorettes now within 10. May gonna take it all the way herself and get fouled by Winningham.
Andrew, did we figure out what the official timeout was for?
I think they were having problems with who the foul was on and how many fouls they had.
Well, I was saying if we had no idea, I'm pretty sure they gave an extra point to Stone because it was 31 and then we moved back to 30.
Okay, that might be the case too then. Yeah, I wasn't really catching that. We were trying to fix
Yeah, I was not paying attention
some of the
whatsoever. And I
issues.
looked back up and they were like, the scoreboard is only 31.
Skip pass down the floor is stolen away by Lexi Clark. She'll take it the other way now for the Panthers. Clark trying to give it up to Wittenberg, now gets it to May, back to Clark. Guarded by Norris at the top of the key. Drives inside and gets the layup to sneak in. To extend the lead now back up to 14. Norris three-pointer is good. A spark from Norris. The Warriorettes needed that one. May now gets it off to Wittenberg. The Warriorettes need to string together a couple of stops. May inside, and she gets the short-range jumper to fall. So the offense for the Lady Panthers tonight been amazing. Clark drives with a tough contact finish at the rim for the layup. Back and forth game right now. The Warriorettes with a steal. Norris gonna go all the way, and her layup is good. The Warriorettes pull it within single digits now. 5 minutes to go in the second. Clark to the corner for Smith. Smith hands it out to Lexi Clark. She's gonna pull it out now and reset, and a trap by the Warriorettes. They find May on the post, but she mishandles the pass. Clark gets it ahead to Selby. Selby has a wide open layup, and the Warriorettes are on a run. Smith to Wittenberg. Wittenberg guarded by Norris. Gives it off to May. May gives it to Clark. Fox playing out there, got to be careful, has 2 fouls. And Clark's going to drive on her. Fox straight up, good defense, and gets the rebound and tripped, and a foul now on Clark. That's her first, the team's 4th foul, and Lane will come out of the game now along with Caitlin Smith. Lauren Clark will check back into the game. This is the closest it's been in terms of score for the Warriorettes since early in the first. Again, 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. The Warriorettes on a run right now. Grasty dribbling around, dangerous pass inside. And stolen away, Wittenberg all the way to the basket and in. Clark loses her dribble, stolen away by Clark again, and tries to get it up to Clark, but the pass is stolen by Grasty, and a jump ball now. And that'll go in favor of the Warriorettes. Grasty now for the Warriorettes. Guarded by Clark. The Lady Panthers running a little bit of a zone to try to slow down the Warriors, and it's working right now. So it'll stay with the Warriors. 3.5 to go in the second. Skip pass to Norris, wide open corner, 3 off the marks, but Winningham with a big rebound. Gets it to Selby. Selby gonna drive, now dump it off to Clark. Clark driving in the same spot, now dumps it off to Selby. And a lot of movement for the Warriorettes. And then Grasty mid-range, too short. Selby gets the rebound again, though. The Warriorettes a couple offensive rebounds. They'll reset it back up top. Norris back to Grasty. Good ball movement. Not really creating an open look. Winningham's gonna fire from deep, nearly banks it in. Another offensive rebound for the Warriorettes. Selby off the glass, and a great possession. And a timeout for the Lady Panthers. 31-38, the Warriorettes bring it within 7, 2:38 to go in the second quarter. We'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Yurt Nutrition. Find them at 1011 Smithville Highway in Sparta. Give them a call at 931-510-5888. Make sure to check them out. Good nutrition drinks. They're Yurt Nutrition, another sponsor of tonight's broadcast. The Tax Pro. If you need bookkeeping and tax prep, make sure to give the Tax Pro a call at 931-316-8912 or email them at 931taxpro@gmail.com. So the Warriorettes have gained some momentum right now.
They needed it. They were looking not in the brightest of shapes in that first quarter, down by 16.
Yeah, it was a very disastrous start as there's a backdoor pass and a foul on Grasty. But it was a quick start. The Lady Panthers have slowed down from beyond the arc, though. The three-pointers were killing the Warriorettes in that first quarter. But they've settled in. #1 team in the state, playing like it now. Wittenberg is at the line. Gets the first free throw to fall home. Makes both at her trip to the line, and now the Warriorettes the other way. Clark to Norris in the corner, inside to Clark on the block. Clark, turnaround jumper is good. She has been excellent for the Warriorettes tonight. Along with Selby on the glass, they are becoming a dynamic duo for the Warriorettes. Wittenberg in the corner, inside to the post, and a good turnaround layup for Lane. And the Panthers just keep having answers for the Warriorettes. Winningham, deep three-pointer. Just off the marks. Grasty, though, tipped it away. And now a scrum for it on the ground. Selby comes up with it. Cross court to Clark. Clark driving in, swings it out to Selby. Back inside to Clark now. Clark fighting through traffic, gets it to Selby. She drives in, puts one up, and too short off the marks. Lauren Clark with the rebound for the Panthers. Good pass down low and too far under the basket was Lexi Clark, and the Warriorettes the other way now. Norris can't save it out of bounds. So just very back and forth so far tonight in this game. A minute, 8 seconds now in the second quarter. Wittenberg will walk it up the floor for the Panthers. Clark gets it to the other Clark. Driving in, tries to lay one up under Fox and can't. Good straight up defense by Fox. The Warriorettes get it back with a chance to score before the half. 45 seconds and a thrown away pass. Wittenberg versus Fox, the one-on-one fast break. And good straight up defense by Fox, but Wittenberg able to fight through a little bit of the contact and get the layup to fall. Under 30 seconds now in the second quarter. Grasty inside to Selby. Couple swing passes to Winningham. Winningham gets it to Clark. Clark fakes a three-pointer now. Fires. Bottom of the net for Gracie Clark. With 6 seconds to go, the Warriorettes hit the three and a jump ball. The call, and it'll stay with the Panthers. 0.4 seconds on the clock. So it'll have to be a very quick shot. .4 seconds and can't get it in. So at the end of the half, the Warriorettes trail 36-44. They've brung it back after a little bit of a sloppy start. So make sure to stay tuned for the second half. The Warriorettes going to try to close that gap. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and hopefully fix this tripod thing that has not been cooperating. And we'll be back for the second half. We are back from the halftime break. The Warriorettes come out trailing 36-44, but trail by as much as 16 have brought it back. And we have a close ball game for the second half. The Warriorettes trying to defend their title as the #1 team in Class 3A in the state. And it'll take 2 more quarters tonight. The Lady Panthers have showed great fight. The Lady Panthers need to win this game. They want a shot in the district over the Warriorettes for that first place title. Winningham has it now for the Warriorettes inside to Clark. Selby kicks it out to Fox. Fox back to Selby. Corner pass, Fox corner 3, and then she knocks it down. Good start for the Warriorettes coming out of halftime. Trail only now by 5. The closest this game has been since the first couple minutes of the first quarter, and Winningham nearly stole it away, and a tip is the call now. Grasty gets it straight into the defender and through the contact, finishing for a tough layup. Grasty.
Huge shot, huge sequence from both those players right there. This side of the gym was in for a foul on that one.
Lexi Clark answers, though, for the Lady Panthers. And Gracie Clark steps through. They're going to call a travel on her, or a walk, rather. A good start for the Warriorettes coming out of the halftime break. This is a very loud atmosphere tonight at Stowe Memorial. Anytime you go on the road, it's the #1 team, going to be tough. Fox guarding, dumps it off. Now Selby with a big block for the Warriorettes. Winningham comes up with the basketball and gets it off to Selby, and the Warriors across half court. Fox nearly runs into Grasty. Fox, another 3-pointer off the marks and out of bounds. It'll be the Warriorettes' ball. Clark will inbound it. 6:15 to go here in the third. The Warriorettes, as close as they have been in a while. We'll see if they can close the gap and take their first lead of the game since the first shot of the game. Winningham underneath the basket, reverse. Nearly in. Clark with a massive rebound, put back off the glass. Gracie Clark gets the Warriorettes within 3. Lauren Clark now has it, and a timeout called by the Lady Panthers.
I was expecting that a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe definitely could have used that a little bit earlier and saved his team some points. But we'll take this timeout to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Tax Pro. You need bookkeeping or tax prep, call the Tax Pro at 931-316-8912 or email them at 931taxpro@gmail.com. Warriorettes have been playing with momentum since halfway through the second quarter, and it's stayed that way coming out of the half. 5:47 to go here in this third quarter. Now trail by 3. The Lady Panthers looking to hold them off. May gets it to Clark. Clark drives in and fouled. And 1 for Lexi Clark, and that's Fox's 3rd foul.
Every time the Warriorettes bring it close, the Panthers just answer right back.
That was a very tough shot by Clark, fighting through the contact and getting to M1. And it's sort of been like you said, every time the Warriorettes have a streak, the Panthers have an answer. And there is a down court pass to Winningham, and the pump fake leads to a wide open layup. Back to a 4-point game now, as Lauren Clark brings it down the floor for the Panthers, going after Fox. Now back up top, Clark, 3-pointer from the top of the key, falls through the net. And the Lady Panthers, just like that, showing answers for what the Warriorettes are serving them. Selby now gets it across half court to Winningham. Winningham fires a three-pointer for the Warriorettes, bottom of the net. And a three-point showing from both teams right now. That's Winningham's first three of the night. Clark driving straight to the basket, and the easy floater for Clark. So a lot of offense to go around right now for these two teams.
It's looking like both teams can't miss right now as I speak it into that nice little commentator's jinx.
Yeah. Selby just got a little bit too far under the basket. It stays with the Warriorettes, though. Grasty gets it to Winningham. Another three-pointer for Winningham off the front of the rim. Grasty gets the rebound. Back out to Winningham. Winningham pump fake. Wanted to try again. Now Grasty will try a three-pointer. Flat off the backboard, and the rebound by Lauren Clark. Clark gets it ahead to Lane. Lane jumper. No good. Rebound by Lane again. Puts it back up. Or May, rather. And she can't get it to go. So now Lexi Clark pulls it back out. And the Panthers going to slow it down. 4:15 on the clock in the third. Backdoor for Wittenberg. One more, and Wittenberg's fouled on the pass. I think it'll go against Grasty. It's her second. Wittenberg will throw it in for the Panthers. Get it in to Lauren Clark. Clark going against Fox. Got to be careful not to foul. It would be her fourth. Does a good job. And a good defensive possession right there. Selby comes out with the rebound, gets it ahead to Clark. Clark, and a charge.
Warriorettes fans not happy about that call.
Dodgen does not like it at all. And he's got to be careful. He might get a tag.
I try to show that dodging, but if I turn it that much, the camera may just fall off.
Wittenberg now up the floor for the Panthers. Dishes it off to May. May, three-pointer is good. And the Panthers have built a 9-point lead. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Fox in the corner. Gets it out to Winningham. Deep three-pointer. Too far. And the Panthers come down with the rebound. Wittenberg gets it on the ground. And just like that, the Panthers have built the lead back up. The Warriorettes had it as close as 3. And an official timeout, a warning against Dodgen. Wittenberg gets it on the inbound to Clark in the lane. Runner no good. Selby saves it, and they're going to say she was out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. Three minutes now in the third. Inbound Wittenberg driving on Grasty. Trying to put the fake spin move, can't get it though, and kicks it out, and now a wild pass off Wittenberg's hands, gonna go in the favor of the Warriorettes. And Clark will inbound it now for the Warriorettes. The Panthers showing press. Clark maneuvering through. Gets it over to Grasty, and the Warriorettes break it just fine. To the corner for Selby, inside for Clark at the rim, too far off the glass. Good rebound, though, by Winningham. Opposite block, puts it up, fouled, nearly an M1. And Winningham will go to the line and shoot two big free throws.
Yeah, we need both of these.
Because now, if you're the Warriorettes, you've got to be, like you said, perfect from the free throw line down the stretch. Got to have these free points. Winningham nearly gets the shooter's touch on the first. Lauren Clark checks back into the game for the Lady Panthers. Winningham will have one more at the line.
Second one can't go either.
Yeah. Nearly a good rebound by the Warriorettes. Wittenberg double dribbles. And the officials on it right away. So the Warriorettes need to start generating a little bit on the offensive end. Have gone cold as of recently. Fox gets it out to Selby. Selby to Fox, now inside and stolen away by Clark. Lauren going the other way for the Lady Panthers, looking to extend this lead to double digits again with 2:10 to go in the third. Clark pulls up. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Selby, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Selby.
That time Dodgen was just in disbelief. It wasn't even anger.
Might be getting a little bit personal between the ref on the floor and Dodgen. He called the foul and then stared at Dodgen when giving it to the scores table. Clark, three-pointer is good. And that was a big shot. And now a technical foul on Selby. And that'll go against Selby. Attack. Didn't really catch what happened there.
I didn't catch it either. The iPad is in my way to be able to see that. I kind of have to watch the game through the iPad, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Dodgen looking for an explanation. Dodgen wanted a timeout. They're going to have to wait for the shots. So Clark will have two at the line after the tech on Selby. Hits the first. Hits the second. So a 14-point lead now, and Dodgen now going to get the timeout full. We'll take this time to thank some sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Thank you, Denny Wayne Robinson, for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Make sure to consider him when voting for county executive. Another sponsor of tonight's broadcast, Yurt Nutrition. You can find them located at 1011 Smithville Highway in Sparta, or give them a call at 931-510-5888. The last sponsor of tonight's broadcast is the Tax Pro. Give them a call at 931-316-8912, or email them at 931taxpro@gmail.com. Again, they offer bookkeeping and tax prep, some of the things they specialize in. So the Warriorettes find themselves trailing with 2 minutes to go, 48-62, and Selby was just assessed a technical. We didn't really catch what happened, but momentum certainly in the Lady Panthers' favor as Dodgen is trying to get them fired up. Still a whole quarter and then some to play. Plenty of time to come back if you're the Warriorettes. So the Panthers will have it after the technical. Wittenberg going against Grasty. Gets it to Smith. Smith gives it back to Wittenberg in the corner. Tough defense by Grasty. Now finds baseline. Sard to the basket and a foul. Lane will go to the free throw line. We'll see who they get that foul on. They'll get it on Selby. That's her third foul.
She's not in trouble, but she just needs to be a little aware of that. You know, don't pick up a dumb one, essentially.
Yeah.
She should be all right.
I think they're going to send Fox in for her. Lane hits the first at the foul line. hits the second, and the lead now 16 again. Fox splits the defenders, and it's stolen away by Clark. Ahead to Wittenberg. Wittenberg blocked by Winningham, but a foul. And Wittenberg will go to the free throw line. The Warriorettes have got to settle down now, just committing some very aggressive fouls. This game is still in reach. Whole quarter to play. Again, 1:29 in the third left to play in the third. As Wittenberg hits one at the line. Grasty gets it across half court, and now to Fox. Fox skips it over to Winningham, back up to Grasty. Grasty falls down, but retains her footing. Good ball handles by Grasty, and now she's fouled. And that'll probably go against Smith at will. And she will go to, or correction, not in the bonus right now. It's only the second foul against the Panthers this quarter. Clark to inbound. Clark gets it back, now out to Grasty, and the Warriorettes finally settled into the half-court offense. Clark rather, looking for some room for herself, now gives it off to Fox. Fox is fouled, that'll be against Clark. I think that's Clark's third foul. She'll come out of the game now. And Smith will check in for her. Clark gives it up to Fox. Warriorettes need to start generating some offense. 47 seconds to go in the third. Winningham. Give it over to Grasty, and the Panthers just running a high zone, and it's giving the Warriorettes some trouble. Clark finds Fox. Deep three-pointer for Fox, falls through the net, and exactly what the Warriorettes needed to try to get a little bit of momentum back on their side. The lead now 14 again, 22 seconds to go, and the Panthers will probably take the final shot of the third quarter. Wittenberg holding it at the top of the key. Guarded by Winningham. Under 10 seconds to go now. They'll go, and Winningham will foul. And that'll send Wittenberg to the line. I didn't catch how many fouls that was on Winningham. Wittenberg hits the first at the line. I think that's the fourth on Winningham. Wittenberg goes 2 for 2, 6 seconds. The Warriorettes got to go fast. Grasty tries to get it down to Fox. Fox over to Norris. Norris didn't know there was not enough time on the clock. And the Warriorettes don't get a shot off, and they trail 51-67 going into the fourth. We'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors of tonight's broadcast, Yurt Nutrition. Make sure to visit them at 1011 Smithville Highway in Sparta. Give them a call at 931-510-5888. Again, Yurt Nutrition in Sparta. Another thanks to Denny Wayne Robinson for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Make sure to consider him when voting for County Executive. Final sponsor of tonight's broadcast, the Tax Pro, bookkeeping and tax prep. Give them a call at 931-316-8912 or email them at 931taxpro@gmail.com. It's been a game of momentum all night. The Warriorettes have had it as close as 4 points, now trail by 15. And again, a must win really for the Lady Panthers if they want to stay in the running for the district title. The Warriorettes came into this game the #1 team in Class 7 District 3A in the state. Trying to defend that title tonight, but it's going to take a very inspired fourth quarter. Wittenberg gets it to Clark. Now back to Wittenberg. Just surveying the court at the top of the key. Now going to drive on Selby. Selby blocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Panthers. They get it into Clark. Now Smith has it. Winningham's got to be careful. She's got 4. Fox nearly steals it away. Now on the ground and a jump ball. It'll go the way of the Warriorettes. Taking a big trade in the NBA, just breaking right now. The Clippers just sent James Harden to the Cavs for Darius Garland in a second-round pick. What are your thoughts on that real quick?
Well, I wasn't expecting it. I've never think James Harden would play for Cleveland. He's a big city man. But anyway, it's going to help the I don't know how much it'll help the Cavs, to be honest.
There's a foul. That one will go against, I think, Smith.
It's not a bad trade, though.
Yeah.
I don't really know the Cavs general manager thought process, but he definitely has a plan for it. As Darius Garland is a good young player, but James Harden and Donovan Mitchell now on the same team.
Be a lot of offense.
Yeah.
Clark has 4 fouls, and that's a big story for the Panthers as she is their best player and now on the bench.
A little bit of a more exciting trade for me today was Jaren Jackson Jr. going to the Utah Jazz.
That was a big trade package, too. A lot of people dealt in that one.
Yeah, Walter Clayton Jr. left the Utah Jazz, which was a little sad, but that's all right.
Clark shot in and out, and now the Panthers going the other way. And a foul on Clark will keep it down with the Panthers. But yeah, that one was big. The Jazz now kind of bolstered their lineup. Maybe they can compete.
I don't know. I know last year's season was 17 1 games, and that was it. I think they're doing better this year, but they also tanked on purpose, trying to get Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
And then somehow the Mavs with a 0.8%
Yeah,
got it.
him.
Yeah.
Clark gives it off to Smith. Back to Clark in the corner, inside to May, and Winningham. Got to be careful down there, and May gets a rebound and gets it to go. Winningham nearly picked up her 5th foul. Fox trying to get it down to Selby, and a turnover for the Warriorettes. 6:25 to go in the 4th, trail by 16. Got to start stringing together some stops. The Panthers have been excellent on offense tonight. Wittenberg dribbles past Winningham, pull up from the free throw line, and falls bottom of the net for Wittenberg. Clark gets it across for the Warriorettes. Another turnover and a foul now on Clark.
Sorry about that, y'all. Tripod's getting a little bit stiffer.
And that's Clark's 4th foul. The Warriorettes need a spark right now, nearing the 6-minute mark in the 4th. They trail by a lot. Pass just went off Winningham's face, or Fox's face rather. Winningham gets it off the ground, and Grassley will have an open layup. Fox probably a little head ringing after that one as the pass went straight off her face. And that type of stuff always happens to Fox somehow.
Yeah, definitely the worst luck on the team with stupid things like that.
Grassley just threw it right up the floor, and Clark can't retrieve it out of bounds off the Warriorettes. And a sub in for the Panthers as they lead at 71-55, 5:30 to go. And Dodgen is confused somehow. He is on the floor. And this referee is struggling. Dodgen is hot, and a technical foul. And zoom out on the scene here right now. These fans all on their feet at this ref.
So I know exactly. This is what I'm going with. What happened?
The cops now tried to stop Fox's mom from getting to her on the floor.
So if I am going to guess, Fox injured, walking off the court. Ref didn't call the personal ref's timeout, threw the ball in, and then obviously the Lady Panthers just pushed it up the court.
Fox was injured and
no ref timeout.
Yeah, the referee that's been beefing with Dodgen all night just played on and then assessed a tech on him. And then they tried to stop Fox's mom. The cops tried to stop Fox's mom from getting to her. And getting hot now in the gym.
As I'm hoping Fox is all right.
Yeah, it was a hard pass off her head.
Yeah.
And she stayed in the game for a second.
I don't know if something else happened too or what as they hit.
But yeah, the shot on the floor will stand and the tech will stand. So the Panthers
really just got handed an extra like 5 points. Yeah, 4 points.
And extend the lead to 20. And hopefully Fox is okay.
I believe Fox has had concussion problems. For being like, if I'm remembering correctly, I think Fox has had concussion problems.
Wittenberg gets the inbound. Ahead to Clark. Clark brings it out for the Panthers. 5:18 to go now in this fourth quarter. The Warriors gonna put some pressure on the ball. Wittenberg kicks it out to Clark. Just trying to run the clock out. Gonna have to start trapping. And a lot of ball movement for the Lady Panthers playing keep away, really just running this clock out. And a foul. And that might be Clark's 5th. It's going to go against Grasty, actually. I think 3 on Grasty. They get it into Clark. Clark now trapped. The Warriorettes foul again. And a timeout, Lady Panthers, with 4:40 to go in the fourth. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Yurt Nutrition, again, located at 1011 Smithville Highway in Sparta. Call 931-510-5888. Another sponsor of tonight's broadcast, the Tax Pro. Bookkeeping and tax prep. Give them a call for any of those needs at 931-316-8912 or email them at 931taxpro@gmail.com. The Warriors trail by 20 with 4:40 to go. It would take an amazing comeback to make it happen right now. Been a very controversial game at times for the Warriorettes.
Yeah, to say the least.
And the Panthers running a very conservative offensive style, sort of just passing it around, and it's going to be hard for the Warriorettes to have enough time
To cut down that 20-point deficit. Take a lot from the Warriors.
Winningham got to be careful again, playing with 4. They're just running this clock out. And a jump ball now. Something goes the Warriorettes' way, and they will.
I think it stays.
Yeah, it's going to stay with the Panthers, though, as Clark will check back into the game. Orrin Clark will inbound it, gets it into May. Now to Clark across court to Smith, and yeah, 0 shots going to be taken now from the Panthers. Just bleed the clock with 4 minutes to go in the 4th. The Warriorettes do not really have fouls to give.
If it stays like this, if I was dodging, I'd run a one bench person and just let them run around and foul.
They'd foul the ball, but problem is the Panthers been shooting excellent from the
everywhere,
line tonight.
really.
Yeah, it's been a very good offensive game. As Wittenberg will go back to the line and cash in more free throws. Especially Wittenberg has been phenomenal tonight from the line for the Panthers. And again, a win tonight for the Panthers makes it very interesting in the state and the district, as they'll probably take the ranking over the Warriorettes in the state. And now a push will give it back to the Warriorettes. So it'll be a foul. But a win tonight keeps the Panthers in contention in the district. The Warriorettes looking to will a comeback, just under 4 minutes to play, trailing by 22. Selby gets it ahead to Winfrey. Winfrey, pass tipped by Clark and out of bounds. Off the marks, the shot, rebound by Clark, gets it out ahead to Smith. Smith gets it to May, and May just gonna pull it out, and the Warriorettes gonna have to find a way to come away with another steal or a foul, and Winfrey's got some fouls to give in the game right now. Clark swings it over to the other Clark.
Imagine how much different this would be if there was a shot clock in high school basketball.
They've talked about implementing it, and certainly the talk has suggested that in the following years there will be a shot clock implemented. It might be a couple years down the road, though.
I wonder how long it'll be is my thing. What's college's shot clock? 32?
College's something around there.
Yeah, maybe? Or was it 40? I don't know.
Might be 40.
Hold on.
As Lexi Clark gets the first free throw to fall and extending the lead, and with 3 minutes to go, the Warriorettes just not going to have enough time to generate anything. Had it as close as 4 in the 3rd, but now the game really out of their hands. 2 more free throws. As they get it ahead to Winningham. Winningham turns around, fires a 3, too hard, and off the glass. Now a jump ball will stay with the Warriorettes.
30 seconds.
Okay, so it might be a 40-second shot clock in the high school.
Yeah. Because NBA, and I think WNBA is also 24, but I know the NBA is 24.
Yeah.
And then the NBA, resets back to 12 whenever there's a rebound. So and then they're looking like it's going to reset back to, in college it resets to 20.
So timeout with 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Warriorettes down 55-79. And the Panthers have just shot excellent tonight from the foul line, the three-point line, anywhere. They have been on fire on offense.
If it's on their side of the court, it was going in.
Yeah, the 79 points is the most put on the Warriorettes all year. And it's just been an excellent offensive showing from the Lady Panthers. Clark gets the basket to fall for the Warriorettes. Clark gets it ahead to Smith. Smith gonna shoot it on Selby, and the layup falls through for Selby, or for Smith rather. Grassley now ahead to Selby. To Winningham in the lane. Winningham kicks it out to the corner. Clark three-pointer off the mark. Rebound Grassley, fouled in the and one. And Grassley will go to the line with 1 to shoot. 2.5 minutes to play in the fourth. But again, just not going to be enough time really for any sort of comeback here, especially with the way the Panthers have been shooting the ball. So they get it ahead to Clark, and they're going to hold it, and Dodgen sends the subs to the scores table. Smith gives it off to May, now back up to Clark. Smith gets around Selby and misses the layup. Grassley gets the rebound, now gets it out to Selby the other way for the Warriorettes. Winningham, pump fake, and gets the shot to go. Clark to Wittenberg. 1:50 now on the clock. And Smith getting it out up top, and a foul going to go against Gracie Clark. And that'll be her 5th. And 1 sub will go in for her, and the rest will come in after the first foul shot. It's good news. Fox is on the bench again for the Warriorettes. Got an ice pack.
Yeah.
So a tough showing tonight for the Warriorettes. A little bit of controversy, but the Lady Panthers, to their credit, did shoot the ball excellent. I mean, 82 points hung on the Warriorettes is very impressive considering how stout that defense is. And this will certainly shake things up around the region and the district as Lauren Clark steals away a pass and a wide open layup for her. Sanders cross court to Norris, is out of bounds on Norris. As the Panthers sub out their starting 5, minute 22 to go now in this fourth quarter. And the Panthers just going to dribble it out. Possibly, maybe looking to score here in the final minute. Since now the bench players are in, good reps for both teams along the bench. Some new names into the game. A corner 3 that time goes through for Wittenberg. And a standing ovation for the 3 by Wittenberg. Maybe her 1,000th point is, is what I would guess. Maybe. They didn't stop the play though, so. Norris will try a 3-pointer. That one goes through for the Warriorettes. 30 seconds to go now in this game. Hazelton has it now, gives it up to Cassie. She'll give it to Vaden. Vaden lost the ball a little bit, now back to Cassie, and that will most likely do it for the first game of the night at Stone Memorial. The Warriorettes fall 88-65. And what was a hard-fought game from both sides. The Panthers shot the ball well. The Warriorettes, a lot of chaos tonight on their side, but that'll do it for game one. We'll step away and take a break and come back for the boys game. The Warriors in sort of a must-win scenario against the Panthers when we come back.
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, for the boys basketball game. The Warriors versus the Panthers. Golly. And if y'all were not here, the Warriors did end up losing by, what was it, 55-88?
Something around there.
Yeah, something around there. So the Warriors did fall to the Lady Panthers. Y'all were unable to come into the game. Got a little bit heated in the stands. So hoping that doesn't carry on in this game either. But you never know. So let's get it time. And this is the starting lineup for the Warriors. Number 2, senior Lucas Smith. 00, senior Mason Steele. Number 15, junior Cole Sims. Number 3, junior Tucker Pinion. And finally, number 10, junior Jack Carpenter. And now for your home team, the Panthers. And starting senior Jake Hennessy. And number 4, Evan Mosley. And number 11, Hunter Haney. Number 12, senior Jack Cordell. And the forward, senior number 23, Briggs Lowe.
Sort of a must-win tonight for the Warriors. They've already lost to the Panthers once in the district and need to win this one.
As the Panthers win the tip, quick pressure from Mason Steele and Lucas Smith, especially Steele with that on-ball pressure, as Lowe hands it off to Hennessy. He's back to Lowe. Back cut for Cordell. They give it up to Mosley for the 3. Quick 3 for the Panthers.
And that's exactly what the Warriors can't have. They've got to stop the 3 tonight. We saw it in the girls' game. Stone was electric from beyond the arc. We'll see if it happens in this one too.
Yeah, that's where you see that home field advantage, whether working for both teams or not. As Sims hands it off to Pinion. Pinion pump fakes, attacks, give it up Carpenter, top of the 3. Won't go. The stay Warriors ball, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for a signal from the other ref, but the other ref didn't give him one, so he called a Warriors ball.
Early Panther head coach conversation. Now Sims hands it off to Pinion. Pinion lets it fly. It'll be too long. Now Hennessy bringing the ball off the court. Haney. The offensive foul on, I think, Hennessy.
Yeah, I think they're going to get that one on number 1.
So Hennessy, yeah. That's going to be his first foul. Now Lucas Smith setting up the play. Gives it a Pinion. Carpenter to Smith. Smith looking for that high post cut. Gets the ball right back into his hands. Smith hands it off to Sims. Sims hesitates, attacks the hole. Smith hands it off to Carpenter. Carpenter takes it all the way to the hole, gets blocked by Mosley. Ball's being pushed up by Cordell. Get back to Mosley. Mosley attacks baseline. Cordell lets it fly. His three's nothing but net. There'll be a timeout, Eric Mitchell. This timeout will be going for 931 Tax Pro. Need help with bookkeeping and tax preparation? Please call 931-316-8912. Or you can find them at 931taxpro@gmail.com.
Not a good start early for the Warriors. They've got to protect the three-point line, and Panthers already making them pay. It's only 2 shots in the game for the Panthers are those 2 threes.
As Smith is bringing the ball to court. Steele attacks. It's a little bit of a traffic jam for the Warriors right there. Smith gives it to Pinion. Pinion gives it up to Carpenter. Steele, big crossover attack to the rim and fumbles the ball away. Say off of his leg.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. He lost control, but it was still in his hands, just rolling off, and that'll result in Stone getting that one instead of the tip to the Warriors.
Hennessy to Mosley. Low in the corner, jab step, attacks baseline, gives it up to Mosley. Mosley step back, looking for the 3, couldn't find it. Now Cordell attacks, blocking foul on Steele. Last game he had a little bit better luck and ended up being more he ended up drawing more charges and getting blocks. But this game is not looking like it's going to be the same.
Yeah, it's an early one on Steele, and you see how good he can be. In that game against the Bees, did not get in foul trouble and played amazing. He's been doing a better job about staying in the game, but an early one there.
Now Pinion to the wing. Jab step from Sims. He spins, give it up for Pinion. Pinion puts his own spin move on. Steele pump fakes. I thought he should have just shot the 3 right there.
Yeah, no, getting many open looks. Want to take that one.
And he attacks it, but can't get the shot. So I want to see Norris and Adams coming in the game. A 3 flown from low in the corner, and it'll fall. They are shooting the lights out, just like the Lady Panthers did. It's going to be another timeout for the Warriors. A timeout would be a great time for another sponsor of tonight's game, Yurt Nutrition. Find them at 1011 Smithville Highway, Sparta, Tennessee, or at 931-510-5888. Yurt Nutrition. As that is not the greatest start to this game, as they have not missed from behind the arc.
And the Warriors have been stumped. 4:35 to go in the first quarter and still no points. They have had 0 answers on offense, and the Panthers are shooting lights out from beyond the arc. So just a recipe for disaster so far.
Smith gives up to Adams. I feel like the Warriors are handing a lot of 3-point shots. They're just not taking them.
Yeah, they're in a zone right now, are the Panthers, so could fire that 3.
Out Smith gives up to Norris. Norris found Pinion. Pinion hesitates, looking for the ball back, but Sims lets a 3 fly. It can't go. So Haney pulls it down. And now we're going to see Cordell in the corner. Gives it a low mismatch. So Norris will pick up the foul. He got his arms around him. Gave him a little bit of a hug right there.
Yeah, his arms just caved down. Got to stay straight up, especially going against someone a little taller than you. It'll be a little more noticeable.
Yeah, but you try anything when there's that much of a height difference. You know, Colt was just looking for a friend out there.
The Warriors still yet to be on the board, 3:30 now. We'll see if they go scoreless the entire first. Wouldn't imagine that would happen. There's some good shooters on the team, and they're in a zone now. It looks like they've switched back to man.
Yeah. As Adams gives up to Norris. Sims attacks. I think there'll be a foul before the shot. And there's also going to be a sub for the Panthers. Van Winkle is going to come in. And now Sims found in the corner. Attacks the hole and gets fouled, so we'll see him at the nail.
Yeah, good chance for the Warriors to get on the board now. Sims has been good from the line.
His first one's up. It'll go, so that'll put points on the board for the first time for the Warriors in this game. And his second one will also fall, so that Cole Sims will be the first person to score for the Warriors tonight. Mosley gives up to Haney. Back to Mosley in the corner, three. It's back iron. Warriors better hope that keeps happening from the Panthers offense. As Norris is trying to get a three of his own, it can't go. Sims pulls down the offensive rebound. Double team looking for Smith on the cut in the paint. It can't happen. And Sims will pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, just still struggling on offense are the Warriors. They've not really had an answer for this Panthers defense yet. We'll see if they can dial something up with 2.5 to go.
As Haney's shot is good at the mid-range. Now Sims pushing it up. Give to Pinion. Hands it right back to Sims. Van Winkle on Sims. Sims lets it fly in his mouth. It's good. As Sims is the only man on the Warriors to score as of right now. Now Mosley gives it up. Now Mosley lets it fly at the mid-range. Trying to be tipped by Lowe, but that doesn't work out. And Adams gets the rebound. Sims, in and out dribble, spin move, gives it up to Pinion. Pinion hesitates. There'll be a foul on Mosley.
It's a good sign if you're the Warriors fans. They're settling in now.
Yeah, slowing down the Panthers and getting a little, well, Sims is getting some points on the board for the Warriors. Now Pinion looking for anyone, gives it up to Carpenter. Carpenter tried to save it, so we'll see Smith and Hennessy in a full court sprint, and Smith is a little bit faster, but Warriors end up throwing the ball away.
Just sloppy all around from the Warriors right there. And I think Smith thought it was going to be over and back, and when he picked it, they didn't blow the whistle, and it confused them a little bit.
As mid-range shot, running in and out. It doesn't go, and Pinion pulls it down. Sims attacks the hole, dumps it off to Steele. Steele pump fake, layup is good. So Sims with the assist to Steele. 7-point game now. About a minute left of the first quarter. Hennessy found in the corner, giving back to him. A three's flying. It can't go. Hits front rim. Warriors pull it down. And Sims is going to slow it down. Just kidding. Full court pass to Carpenter. Carpenter gives it up to Smith on the cut, and he will be fouled.
Well, it's a great job of the Warriors so far of fighting back. They got down early, 12-0 to start the game, and they brought it back now, and it's a good sign for the rest of the game, especially if you're Mitchell. After seeing something like that happen to your team, you like to see that fight back early.
Free throw is good for Smith. See his second attempt at the charity stripe. That one can't go. Steele almost gets a big offensive rebound before the end of the first. Just 30 seconds remaining. They find Lowe, high post. Lowe dumps it down to Cordell. Cordell gives it back to Lowe. And Pinion.
Oh.
Trying to get in the passing lanes. And then he does, which causes Potter to pick up his foul.
Thought they were originally going to call that on Pinion.
Pinion, yeah, and I was like, he was already there, I felt like.
They get it on Potter because of Pinion's positioning, so that was just an amazing play by Pinion. He'll send him to the line, and the Warriors found themselves in the bonus with 20 seconds to go.
His first free throw is good. His second one is too. Cordell is found in the corner. He lets it fly. It can't go. Low mistimes the tip. Cordell tips it away. Sims having to push it up. Solo lets a half-court fly, and he gets fouled.
Great job by Sims.
Seeing the contact and letting the shot go.
It's a heads-up play right there.
Absolutely,
especially at the buzzer.
As the team was getting a little bit mad, but in reality, Lowe just should have stopped playing defense.
Yeah.
I mean, you take the risk. If Sims can hit that half-court heave, then he can hit the half-court heave. So I don't really know what's going on anymore.
Oh, they were checking for a wet spot on the floor.
Okay. But, yeah, I mean, with situations like that, you do not want to ride the shooter's hit, because Sims was about to get past him, saw the clock, lets it fly, and it's obviously going to get fouled there since Lowe was on his hip.
Looks like they'll put .3 back on the clock as well.
I don't know what's going on now.
Fixing something on the scoreboard.
Trying to figure out maybe who the foul was on. I'm pretty sure it was on Lowe.
It was on, yeah. I think they're trying to fix the time on the scoreboard, but you just let it run. It's going to be something less than 1 second.
And then, yeah. Just let it fly. I don't know. They're like icing Sims out there.
Yeah. There, they get it to .3 now officially.
Sims' first free throw is good. So even though they iced them, it's all okay. Second one's up. It can't go. This will be his last free throw. If he hits this one, it'll be a 2-point game. and he does. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. Started out rough for the Warriors. What was it, 12-0?
12-0, yeah, they went on a 12-2 run to end the half.
Which is a great job on that first quarter of play basketball. And it's time to give a sponsor. Thank you, Denny Wayne, for sponsoring this game tonight. Y'all should greatly consider him for county executive. Another sponsor of tonight's game is Yurt Nutrition. You can find them at 1011 Smithville Highway, Sparta, Tennessee, or at 931-510-5888. Another sponsor of tonight's game is 931 Tax Pro. If you need help with bookkeeping and tax preparation, please call 931-316-8912 or 931-taxpro@gmail.com. Either one of those will work if you need to come in contact for your tax needs.
Hopefully the Warriors can carry that momentum they ended the first quarter off with. I mean, a 12-2 run is huge after starting trailing 12-0. Looked like might get away from them early, but they fought back, and now we got a game to start the second.
Sims, guarded by Van Winkle, gives it up to Carpenter. They find Sims again. He ends up not using the screen, and Steele ends up with the ball. Now Pinion hands it off to Steele. Steele looking for Smith in the paint. Smith dives on the ground, but Lowe just takes it right out of his hands. Now Van Winkle's pulling it up, and Steele, great contest, stopping the made shot. Great defense and hustle from Mason Steele all around right there. Steele hands it off to Pinion. Pinion attacks baseline. Puts his body into him. Steele attacks the nail. Now it's Smith's turn. Gets the ball stripped from him. Mosley pushing it up. 3-on-2 action. He decides to dribble it out to get better numbers. Now they find Potter, and Carpenter looking for a block, accidentally jumps right on top of Potter. Luckily, Carpenter's not the biggest fella, so Potter should be all right.
That one could have got bad for Carpenter fast.
Yeah.
He was airborne sideways, and good sportsmanship by Potter.
By, catching him a little bit, as Jack was completely out of control right there.
Now the officials discussing something again. They're going to say he was shooting.
They will say he was shooting. So I guess the good sportsmanship got him some free throws.
Yeah. That is interesting. Thought he was taking a gather dribble.
I don't even know how he could be shooting with Carpenter on his back directly sideways in the air, but still good sportsmanship by Potter, making sure Carpenter wasn't going to catch any injuries on that play. Now Sams finds Smith in the corner. Smith attacks low. Now Pinion takes it to the rack, gets fouled. So we'll see him force some free throws. Ends up getting fouled by Bowman. Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was number 10.
Yeah, Bowman. So yeah, I thought it was 10. It was going to be that or low. Now Pinion, his first free throw is good. We're going to see Colt Norris and Griffin Adams coming in the game for Jack Carpenter and, oh, not Jack Carpenter, Mason Steele and Lucas Smith. Little pump fake by Coach Mitchell right there.
Yeah, it's an extremely young lineup for the Warriors now. No seniors or juniors and a sophomore.
And not only that, it's quite a small lineup out there too.
Or maybe 2 sophomores, excuse me, Norris and
Yeah.
Adams.
And a very small lineup, as the biggest, tallest player is, I believe, Colt Norris out there for the Warriors right now.
Yep. I think that one will go against Carpenter. It's his second.
Van Winkle gives it up to Lowe. Mosley's corner 3 is good.
He's been shooting the 3 well tonight for the Panthers. That's his second or third 3 of the game.
Yeah, as the Warriors need to be looking out for that a little bit more, as he is not afraid to let it fly, and neither is Tucker Pinion, and he gets the shooter's touch to answer Mosley's 3. Now they find Haney high post. Give it up to Bowman for top of the key 3. He also gets a shooter's touch. Back to back shooter touch 3s. It's Pinion gives it up to Sims. Sims jab steps, attacks Bowman. Carpenter gets an open 3. Van Winkle a little too late to close out. There's another lucky bounce in the game.
Some good touch on all these shots, you could call it.
Yeah, the rims are definitely being generous right now. And Haney's high post, I thought that was going to go in.
If that one bounced in, then that was...
I'm going to go with there's a magnet in the ball and the bottom of the net. And I think they got a foul on Cole Sims right there. And it's going to be shooting, as Lowe has been trying to get a lot of tip baskets.
Yeah.
So he finally gets rewarded on one of these by getting fouled. But if you were to ask many Warriors fans, they wouldn't have agreed with that one, as you can hear some heckling.
They're getting tired of it. That referee. A bunch of them stayed or were here during the girls' game, not here during the boys, and getting tired of it.
Now Sims hands it off to Norris. It's going to be an ISO play for Cole Sims. And I believe the Panthers noticed it a little bit. It's an odd ISO, but I do believe the paint is attempting to be cleared out for Cole Sims. There's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left of the half. Now Sims gets put on Lowe. He's blocked by Lowe. Mosley pushing the ball up the court. Pinion almost strips Lowe, but Lowe gets the reverse layup. Now Sims pushing up the court quickly. Tax Van Winkle gets a layup. It can't go. Lowe's falling, gives it up. Adams, great pass, good ball movement from the Warriors to find Cole Sims on a wide open layup.
Very wild sequence right there.
Wild to say the least. Is now Bowman gives that to Van Winkle, high post Lowe. Lowe's gonna do a little floater, and that'll go. Another spread out offense from the Warriors. This time, ball gets put in Pinion's hands. Out to Norris's. Going to give it back to the focal point of the offense tonight. The ball rolls directly towards Pinion. Pinion crosses over, attacks the hole. Looking for Sims, but he gets fouled.
Again in this game, free throw is going to be crucial for the Warriors. Playing behind right now, it's been like that the whole game really since they closed that gap. But hitting these free throws could be all the difference in trailing by 6 down the stretch and being tied down the stretch.
Both free throws for Pinion are good. Van Winkle gives up to Mosley. Mosley's three is good. Warriors having to get that one out of the bottom of the net.
Mosley again just lighting it up from beyond the arc. They've got to potentially face guard him.
If he keeps letting them fly, and if he gets confident enough to just let it fly from really deep, may have to run a box and one. As handoff to Steele. Steele with the crossover. Gives to Pinion. Pinion lets a three of his own fly. That one can't get a lucky bounce. Now Bowman. Back to him. Now Mosley's three will go. It'll find another three. He cannot miss right now.
Yeah, after that one, he's got to be face guarded. There's no excuse.
As that was decent pressure, good defense, just not enough for Mosley. Now Warriors setting up a play. Gives it up to Pinion. Back to Sims. Bowman guarding him now. Putting a little bit extra pressure on Sims. Ball gets tipped right into Pinion's hands. Now Smith is going to attack the rack and get fouled. Be a blocking foul. We should see him for 2 free throws. And that'll be Bowman's foul.
2 on Bowman and 2 on Van Winkle, so the guards sort of getting a little bit of foul trouble. I mean, only a minute to play here in the second, so not the worst foul trouble ever, but something to note.
We're going to see Hennessy come in for Bowman now. Post low. Low steps through. Fadeaway mid-range. Off the glass. A little Tim Duncan action.
This is a very nice shot. This is a good offensive possession there for Stone.
Now Sims. Now guarded by Lowe. Coming off the screen switch. Up to Smith. Sims. Sized up his defender, decided to give it up. Cross-court pass to Steele for a corner three. Mason Steele. Van Winkle lets another one fly. He answers right back for a Panthers 3-ball.
This has been a very good shooting game for both teams beyond the arc. Just more than likely, if the 3 flies, it's going in. It looks like the Warriors setting up to take the final shot. 20 seconds to go now in the second.
Smith gives it a steal in the corner. Back to Smith. Hand off to Sims. Sims gives it up to Steele. Steele fades away, and his close shot fadeaway is good. That'll be the end of the half. 9-point deficit from the Warriors. They got a little bit of work to do in this second half to come back. So me and Andrew will take a step away until halftime is over. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We are back live. Again, it was an extended halftime. They played a extremely long video for the seniors against senior night tonight at Stone. So it's still 3 minutes till the start of the game. And we're seeing if the freezing issue has stopped. If we can't get this to work, there's not really any other solutions. We've already tried the school Wi-Fi and now the hotspot that is, its days are passing on. It's not going to work very much longer. Hopefully maybe it'll work through the end of the season. We're still waiting for the live to pop up on Facebook. It's not even on Facebook yet. We are multi-streaming. And still waiting for this live to pop up. And might be experiencing an issue, Dagan, because multi-stream is not putting it out to Facebook right now. So
Nice.
it's been 2.5 minutes. Probably going to